How long have you been married?
62 years.
62 years. And what is the key to staying married that long?
Understanding one another and getting to know better. Staying close to each other. Right. And understanding each other. Putting the bad things behind you, look forward.
So how did you meet?
I run over it
Halloween night.
on Halloween night.
You playing trick or treat.
Yes. I really did run him down. I was running and I run over it and he fell down. I knocked his head off his head.
I was trying to catch her, really.
And I had never seen him before. And I thought about, there's some bad difference, so I turned around and went back. And I picked up his hat, put it back on his head and said, bye, and hold on. And then I went back, cleaned all the stuff off of my face, put on different clothes, and went back to see who I ran over. Running.
She had her face painted with, I don't know, powder or whatever.
Yeah.
So the girl back then wasn't allowed to wear lipstick. They slipped and wear lipstick. That was her makeup, I guess.
You had to make
Halloween, you know, you make up your face. Didn't have on no regular clothes or whatever, just the face made up.
And y'all been together ever since?
Been there
Go
ever
to 2
since.
years.
2 years.
We went,
In other words, we married in 1949. In June the 12th. Right. 1949. So that's how long we've been married. Anniversary coming up again next year, June.
and you still going to school.
I'm still in school.
And I had come to Shreveport with my grandparents to go to high school, and that's how I got to know her.
So that's how we met.
When did y'all first know you loved each other?
When I knocked him down. I went back to pick him up because I want to see what I knocked down. And then he came around and we started. You know, my mama didn't like it too well because I was much younger. But she didn't say nothing. My sister liked it. And she the one who raised us because mama raised us because my mama worked all the time. She was the man and the woman of the house.
And how did you know you loved her papa?
Well, after 2 years, we were together. I went to well, she would go to church with me and my mom, and we would go to movies together. And I just
We had to walk. We had no car.
just yeah.
Walk to the
It
start.
just grew together, I guess you
We
would say.
did. We did.
We grew up together, really, because we wasn't in my church. I was,
4 years old.
when I met her, I was like about 17. Because we didn't get married until, in June, and I was 19 the same year. But then I met her when I was 17. She was 14. She was going to school too.
So what advice would you give other couples that are married and they're maybe having rough times, or they just got married and they want to be married as long as you guys?
Well, number one, we have to go back and really think about it, whether you want to get married and whether you want to obey the laws of being married, because you do have them. And you got to learn that you can't do everything you want to do. Some things you have to do without, and you have to pray about it. And I prayed an awful lot. And when I got married, I got me a job and went to work. So you folks were find you wasn't making very much during that time. Like if you made $20 a week, that was good. Believe me, for me. And you got to think about it before you get married. Pray over it. Do you really want to be married? That's the first thing. And I felt like I could. I was ready to get married. I married young, but I didn't want my children to marry young, believe me. And I really didn't. I wanted them to live some, you know. And so if you think you can't go by the rules or whatever, then you don't need to get married, because then you're not going to stay together.
So what about people that's married and they're thinking about getting divorced because they may be having a rough patch right now?
They wasn't made for each other. I think if the Lord put you together, you stay together. But if you just go into it because I want to, and really don't intend to do the right thing, you know what's right and wrong. And if the Lord don't join you together, I don't think you will stay together. I really don't. I don't think so.
Well, marriage, people marry in marriage and
Folly don't work.
this in this day and time, in our day and time, to me, it's a lot of different. Because in this day and time, you got so much that you can do. You see, like in our time, wasn't too much we could do except be together.
The movies.
There wasn't much to be done, and there's so much to encourage people the other way now than there was then.
And then you need
So once you find somebody that, and I like this red girl, and it wasn't hard for me to take to her, especially when she go to church. My mama trusted me like one of her own children.
Yeah, that she did.
And she worked at night. And if I was there when she left to go to work, she told me, she said, stay until I get back.
But we had all my other sisters. They was there in the house too. And we had a special place to stay in front. You don't go no further.
Our time and this time is a whole lot different.
Yeah.
A whole lot different than we didn't have nothing else to do but love each other.
Like I said, if the Lord didn't put you together, you're not gonna make it. That's the way I feel about it.
We didn't have no car.
No, we did not. We had to walk. We had to walk. He wouldn't let me ride on his back. So
The only place you could go was to a movie.
you can. But
Go to a movie, that's why you walk.
she trusts us to go to movies and things, but not no hard down house parties and stuff like that. I would no.
We didn't have church, didn't have them.
You didn't know we didn't. And we were taught not on telephone. He didn't have a phone, but we had a phone. My mama had more girls, so she got us what we needed, what we should have. And we didn't have to go out and borrow nothing and use nothing to nobody else. She put it in the house. If I can't give it to you, you don't need it. That was her word.
If I ain't got it, you don't need it.
And that's the rules we went by.
Okay, well, could you pray for those couples that are married and maybe having rough times right now?
Let me say this right quick. Now you're gonna go through pain, tribulation, and all that stuff. Now there ain't no flower bed of bees being married. You're gonna go through a lot of things. It's how your mind is set to receive it. Pray to God to get rid of it if it's any way possible. Or if you're causing a problem, then you need to pray that God will remove it. It ain't no flower bed of Eve being married. I'm telling you that right now. So these things come up, and you got to know how to pray and get rid of them, or work through them. So a lot of people don't want to work through them; they just want it just that way. So don't think that it's like easy time, because it's not. Sometimes you're gonna hit the wall and everything. So you look at it that way.
You're gonna have ups and downs.
Sure.
You're gonna have ups and downs. And being married is just like I said, it's two people. It's for you gotta have understanding.
Yeah.
You gotta understand each other. Now you're not gonna. It ain't saying that you ain't gonna disagree. You're gonna get mad at each other. That's not true.
That's not true. But
That's not true. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
You got to know how to handle
In
it.
spite of. Then you have to learn. You gotta learn how to overcome those issues if you really care.
And you have to ask the Lord for a whole lot to be married. Help us to do help. And especially when you ain't rich. Because sometimes it becomes a money problem. But it was never a money problem. If you had it, good. If you didn't, you're all right. Wasn't a money problem. You didn't have a lot of money, but it wasn't a money problem. Not even now. Because mine is mine, but his is ours. I tell him that all the time.
But I don't think about that, but since we're both retired, we got one account.
Yes.
One account. Since back to these days of time, your money, if you want retirement or whatever, it all goes direct deposit. Our sources go direct to one deposit. You can't have no separate account and try to hide from each other. When you do that, you're creating problems. Trying to.
That's true. We have a thing. And then when you have children, they come along, that's an added problem. And it is a problem. Because if you don't raise the children right, then it's a bad thing. You see children don't man these days. You tell them something, just keep on going and going and going. Now with me, because I had a mean back then. So you have to work at it. It's a job. You have to work at it. And that's true. You have to work at it. Be successful. And put the Lord in the front. Can't do nothing without God. Put him in the front. Get my life. Get him our life.
How could you pray for those married couples that they let God put God first and that they would love each other no matter what?
Need to do. Oh, gracious Father, we thank you for this day. And we give you the praise and all the blessings. All the many blessings that we have received. Father, we pray for those who know in the pardon their sin. And pray for you, Father, we pray and ask for forgiveness for the sins that we may have committed by thoughts, words, and deeds. We pray for those who do not understand marriage. Marriage is togetherness. Togetherness, we stand divided, we fall. And we believe your word and we actually bless those who do not have understanding how to seek and serve in the newness of their life. These blessings we ask in your name. Amen.